Today on the channel, oh, what a rush with the Map Maniacs, Hawk, Animal, the Legion of Doom.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for something entirely different as we're getting our first look here at a new line of retro figures, this time the Map Maniacs, Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom. But for all your Hawk and Animal Map Maniac needs, Nerd's Closet, I guess that's who shipped these ones out. That's where you could pre-order these from. Not sure if there's going to be more in stock. We did pre-order these, what was it, end of last summer, 2024, what is time, as we always do say. One of those toy lines that, you know, come and goes and you miss out if you miss out. And it's always tough, especially with the first time being released. This is their first go around the sun of releasing these style figures. People are unsure of the quality, unsure of everything. So maybe they pass and then they have a little bit of regret down the line. Have to imagine some people will have that here. But man, oh man, these blew me away. I kind of forgot these were on their way. I'd seen an announcement they were starting to ship. I just assumed it'd be a couple of more weeks, of course. But here they are today. I also got the Steiner brothers, so look out for that video as well. Subscribe to this channel. We're dangerously close to 50,000 subscribers. Need your guys' help. Once we hit 50,000 subscribers on this channel, if we do it by the time in March when we do our 5-year anniversary special, I'll give 5 things away. So stay tuned for that. A lot coming. But whatever you do, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. And like I said, you don't want to miss the Steiner brothers unboxing as well. But of course, Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom, we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other ones on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And I'm a min-on card guy at heart, but I open everything up. But this one came in the mail. I opened it up and I said, oh my gosh, I don't really want to open this. I like how these look on card. Really did blow me away. And this is different. We get all the different retro toy lines. We've been unboxing them all for the last couple of years on the channel. So many different lines. This feels different. Now, stylistically, the figures look different for sure, but the packaging style, we usually get blister card packaging. We don't get box style packaging. So this feels different. This looks different, makes it feel a little bit more special, a little bit more premium. I'll even say that right there. And one thing that really helped with that premium to that was this nice case this came in. I didn't remember them saying this. I don't know if they solicited it this way. I don't remember it at least, but once again, what is time? But very cool that you got a protector case for these. Very, very nice, very high quality case right here. It's not obviously a hard acrylic glass case or anything like that, but a nice protector for this, making sure everybody gets this mint on card, mint in box here. So really have to give them a shout out for giving this included. My plan is I'm going to unbox these, of course. I'll have them loose in my collection, but I'm going to save the packaging. I'm going to put this back in here is my plan. So very cool. We got this for them and the Steiners. That's added value if there ever was one, if you ask me. But now let's dive into the packaging here. A very interesting box here. Now, you do got a little bit of fogginess here. I think there's a protective film over the top. Almost reminds me of Storm Collectibles, if you're familiar with that brand. We've unboxed a lot of those on the channel as well. Legion of Doom down low, and we don't get many Legions of Doom. We usually get the Road Warriors. As far as action figures go, we do have the big rubber guys, Legion of Doom from Big Bad Toy Store around the corner, so we'll stay tuned to that in the future. But I like that we're getting Legion of Doom here. Now, I'm not opposed to a Road Warriors repaint. Of course, you know me. I love the LOD, my favorite tag team of all time. I love face paint. I love spikes. Give me all the Road Warriors. Give me all the Legion of Doom figures. So I wouldn't be opposed to a repaint, and I could see that possibly happening in the future because I have a feeling a lot of people will get that dreaded FOMO for these, and these may be out of stock, maybe they won't, but they could be, and they will be sometime. You could easily rerun this, get it in the black gear, and you're off to the races there. So we'll see if that happens in the future. Map Maniacs logo, it did come with a Map Maniacs sticker, which is cool. Branding at the end of the day, it's all about branding. Get your name out there. We do get officially licensed product in the corner. That is very important. A lot of people with these retro companies say, oh, they're knockoffs, they're bootlegs or whatever. Most of the time they aren't. People think they are, but they are not. This one, putting it right in your face. This is officially licensed by the Legion of Doom. Map Maniacs Hawk on the side. Map Maniacs Animal on the side there. Matt Maniacs on the top. I love the Legion of Doom theme style packaging as well. On the bottom, all the social medias. Once again, it's about branding. It's about getting your face out there. It's about getting your companies out there, knowing what you're getting. Follow them on social medias, all that kind of stuff. So kudos to them as well. Warning, choking hazard, contains small parts. You 2-year-olds, get the heck out of here. 0 to 3, you don't want any piece of this, of course. Looking nice there. Then on the back, we do get the blurb going on. We get a little glamour shot there, a little artwork glamour shot, looking very cool. Very, very cool in the packaging department on this one right here. Legion of Doom, Animal and Hawk from Chicago, Illinois. Beautiful this time of year. Somebody get me a Pequod's pizza. My wife and I just talked in the weekly purchases this week, if you're watching this in order, I guess. We talked about a trip to Chicago this summer. I hope to see some of you guys out there. Somebody keep me company. Check out that video with my wife in the mailbag segment of weekly purchases. Combined weight, 575 pounds. Is that with the shoulder pads on or shoulder pads off? What, Todd McFarlane? Shoulder pads on? Okay, he says shoulder pads on, so nobody doubts the McFarlane, of course. The Legion of Doom, also known as the Road Warriors, were one of the most dominant and influential tag teams in professional wrestling history, comprising Michael Hawk Hegstrand and Joseph Animal Laurinaitis. They quickly rose to fame in the early 1980s, capturing multiple championships across various promotions and Hearts, too. Don't forget that. Including the AWA, NWA, and WWF. Their hard-hitting style and powerful presence made their fan favorites and legends in the wrestling world. The Legion of Doom were inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame in 2011, cementing their legacy as trailblazers in tag team wrestling, and for my money, the greatest tag team of all time. Yes, there's better mat technicians, the Rock and Roll Expresses, the Midnight Expresses out there. Yes, there's some great teams like the Steiners and Doom, even the Dudley Boys and the New Day, but for my money, nothing transcended like the Road Warriors. They made tag team main event wrestling, is really in my book as a kid. And tag team wrestling is a lot different from when it was back then to what it is now, as most of us know, of course. But very, very cool packaging style. Now, I want to unbox this, and I don't want to damage it. I don't want to destroy the box, that's for sure. So it looks like we got to go in through the back door. Thankfully, guys, you guys know, and my wife will tell you too, master of the back door right here. Master of the back door. I know my way through the back door, of course, and you get the blade out just like so. You cut the tape on the bottom, and you're in. You're in. Simple as that. Pro tip right out there for you guys from a master of the back door right here. But cool to go in through the bottom. Always cool to go in through the bottom, of course. Get that ring ropes in the back looking good. Whew. And I can't really smell it. We've documented. It's well documented on the channel over the last 5 years or so. But I can smell some of that paint, some of that factory paint. I can smell it. Beautiful plastic prison here. Got the clamshell clasp prison right here. Very, very nice. Very high quality. Man, oh man, very, very nice. I tell you what, this is really blowing away my expectations. We haven't even really touched the figures at all yet, but just the packaging, the premium packaging, the protective cover, there is a lot going on right here, and these are definitely worth a pickup so far. But now we got to hit the rubber hits the road. If you're a min-on card guy, min-on box, you probably stop the video because you're probably sold at this point. But how are they out of the package? And of course, we're going to compare them to the Hasbros, the gold standard, if you will. And let's dive in and let's go alphabetical order. How about that? It's a learning channel, boys on the couch. You'll learn something over here. We're going to start with Animal, of course. The Animal, as we know him, and oh my gosh. So right off the bat, I forgot all about this. I couldn't remember, but these are removable. The pads are removable. Now, back in the day, in the Hasbro days, it did not bother me at all. But I remember once the internet came and you start researching and reading people's thoughts on stuff that you never knew they had thoughts of. On the playground, nobody cared as a kid. Maybe I was the only kid with the Legion of Doom. I don't know. But it never bothered me that they had their pads on, but it just irked so many people. They said they were almost unplayable for them. Maybe I could just suspend disbelief as a little kid. I don't know, but it never bothered me once. But obviously, I would have preferred something like this in the Hasbro days. This is absolutely amazing. Of course, for display, you got to put these on there. But to be able to remove these is a game changer. Very, very cool. Here, you got the beautiful spikes. Looks like the football gear going on here, red and black attack and spikes all over. A little sharp. I guess you could carve up your little brother's head if you grab him by the hair and you just carve his forehead up. He'd be looking like Abdul the Butcher before night's end, that's for sure. But looking good there, like that shoulder pad action. Beautiful that you can take it on and off. And man, oh man, once again, I tell you what, guys, this is a new level. Now, some people will say they're a little too cartoony stylized, but you could also say the same thing about Hasbro. I know some people say they're very cartoony. I'm in that game that they are cartoony, and I think they're only cartoony because so many have came over years later to make them look cartoony, but originally they didn't look cartoony, if that makes any sense at all. These got a little bit more cartoony vibe. It works maybe more for Hawk and Animal because of the larger life persona, the big muscles, all that, and obviously the face paint, the spikes. It kind of works, where we'll see what happens when we unbox the Steiners. If that looks too cartoony, that was really my only gripe going on. I wish they played it a little bit more straight, but I see what they're doing. They want to play it a little bit different, play it a little different here with Hawk and Animal and, of course, the Steiners, and maybe it worked out for them here, but Animal, of course, the big powerhouse of the team. He is big and bulky. All day long, I see this head sculpt. I know this is Animal. I know that spider there. I know that mohawk that would make Mr. T cower. Yes, cower. Looking beautiful there. Love the face paint. Love all of it going on. Got 2 ears, 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Got a big handlebar mustache like a young Goose Gossage. He's playing all the hits right here. He even signed up for that beautiful Chicago dental plan. Probably Delta Dental is my guess. Maybe. Fact check it, Mark. But looking good there in the teeth department. He's got an angry, determined face on him. Man, oh man, it looks like Animal all day long. And then, of course, the big body, as I said, got the 2 fists of fury right here, looking very good. Legion of Doom looking nice. The red and black attack throughout. Got the red boots down here with the black buckles going on. Just beautiful. It really is a beautiful specimen right here. I'm gushing all over this little figure here. Arms, of course, go all the way over around. Very nice, tight joints. Moves very freely. Very, very good figure here. Waist articulation, once again, nothing on the legs. Head back forth, side to side. Could possibly be the smoothest joints on a retro style figure. I'm going to say that as well. So, got to say, kudos to the team over there on this Animal here. Looking beautiful. Now, bottom, he does have holes in his feet. So, man, they're playing a lot of hits for me once again. I always think you should be able to put these guys, any figure, on a stand. But will he fit on the Mattel ringside stand? That's going to be the million-dollar question right here. Somebody call Ted DiBiase. And oh my gosh, playing all them hits. Playing all them hits. His hole's not too loose. It's not too tight. It's just right on old Animal. Absolutely breathtaking right there. Absolutely amazing. Amazing, amazing. It's early this year. These could be my retro figures of the year. I'm saying it right now. I love these figures. I love these figures. Looking good. But now we're going to close it off with the Hawk. I always hated it when they called him the Hawk, the Animal. I like the Animal, but he was just Hawk to me. Preferences. But once again, Hawk and Animal looking amazing right here. Now we do get the same shoulder pads. I'm sure they're absolutely identical between the two. It makes all the sense. I don't hold them against them. That makes sense to me. So you get the shoulder pads once again, nice hard plastic on those. And then we get the Hawk, and he's got his tongue out. And I always say it, I'm not a big fan of tongue outs on my wrestlers, but for whatever reason, LOD, Road Warriors, Demolition, X-Pac, it works for me. Others, hit and miss, but definitely works for Hawk right here. Beautiful face paint. Once again, got the opposite reverse hairdo than Animal, of course. It's like if you bash their heads together, it fit regular hairstyle is what it looked like. Got the ears going on, of course, the eyes and the mouth. A little bit more cartoony than Animal, and I think that is because Animal has more face paint to kind of hide that cartoony feel. Definitely between the two head sculpts, I do prefer Animal, but I guess that could just be me because I always preferred Animal's face paint over Hawk. There was just a lot more going on over there. Once again, your mileage may vary. Legion of Doom, everything else, and it's looking like here it is the exact same body with different heads going on. You got the same Legion of Doom, same everything. It is the same. So once again, you got to get the most out of your molds. I guess you could fault them a little bit for that. I would have liked to seen a different arm, maybe one different arm, 2 different arms to make them feel a little bit different, but they end up coming to be the same figure with different heads. So they do lose a few points for me on that, but once again, I understand the cost of doing business, especially these small companies on their first run. Not as easy as you would like it to be probably, but really would have liked, I could have lived with the same lower body, but I think 2 extra different arms would have looked really good for these two. Maybe that's just me, but it does look okay. But I will say the torsos are different. I should say there is some differences there. So you got the more jacked up Hawk torso. Of course, he was always more cut up. Animal, more the football player look on him there. So there is some differences there. The tan is the same, but it's that beautiful hot dog tan. It's a bratwurst tan. That's what I'm going to call it right here in Chicago, of course. But man, oh man, looking very nice. And I'm sure Hawk's going to fit. His hole's always been tight, but he'll fit. Yep, he fits right in there. Ready to go. Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom. I tell you, I've gushed throughout this review from the packaging to the figures. These really are really, really nice. I'm looking forward to the Steiners. We'll be unboxing them probably tomorrow. Stay tuned to that. Early if you're a Patreon member. You guys know that as well. But I'm really looking forward to the future of these. I was a little bit on the fence about the Powers of Pain. I don't think they got the Demolition coming. They got Matt and Brian coming. I was really on the fence, but man, oh man, these are really, really good. So make note of that, I will say. But then we do got Hawk and Animal, of course, from back in the day, the Hasbros. Nothing's going to take the place of the Hasbros for me. So iconic, so many childhood memories. A lot like when I got the Ultimate Warrior LJN for the first time as being a little kid, how cool that was for me. The LOD, just walking into Toys R Us, not knowing they were coming out, seeing them on the pegs, just falling to my knees and saying, today's my day. Today's my day, Dad. I got to get this LOD. And if he would have said no, I probably would have shoplifted. I've never shoplifted in my life. I've never done it. But I think if my dad said, well, Kyle, we can get the LOD next time, I would have said, absolutely not, Dad. We're getting them right now. I'm putting my foot down. I'm a good kid, but I'm putting my foot down. We're getting these one way or the other. You're either buying these for me or I'm stealing them. I'm running. I'm doing a dead sprint outside of this store with these figures in hand. I'll run all the way home if I have to. And I think if I would have put it like that to my dad, he probably would have got it. But thankfully, my dad had a good moral compass on him. He knew how powerful it was to get the LOD in the Hasbro era. So we knew we had to leave with those. There was no way. There was none of these shenanigans. There was no negotiations. He said, yep, put those in the cart right away. We got to take the LOD home. And that's the exact right decision. That's why my dad's the best. Shout out to my dad, of course. But there it is, the Legion of Doom, Hawk and Animal. Can't gush enough about these. Check it out if you need to copy. Hopefully they have some extras, as I have to think once people start reviewing these, once people start getting them in the hand more and more, I think that's going to help the word, and it'll be interesting to see where these go in the future. But man, I'm here for it more than I was before, I will say that. So there it is, Matt Maniacs, Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom. Let me know your thoughts on these two in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We're dangerously close to 50,000 subscribers. Need your help. Yes, you. You don't think it helps. It does. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Of course, check out the Patreon for early access to all the videos here on the channel. ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. My book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Class Superstars Series. Almost 700 pages available, of course, over there at Barnes & Noble and on Amazon, as well as digitally. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, and now on TikTok. So for the Legion of Doom, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.